Well, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 8 of my little author commentaries. This week we'll be exploring chapter 4 of Price World, my debut novel, and it's entitled Runes and Ruins. So to recap, our hero, Dr. Price, has died in chapter 3, the victim of a massive explosion caused by one of his own experiments at his castle home in the Scottish Highlands. In chapter 4, we're introduced to a good friend of the Doctor, Mark Spate, or mate to his friends. Mark visits the castle ruins and soon notices pieces of rock strewn about by the blast, but there's something odd about them, and he uses his hobby knowledge of geology to learn their secret meaning. He's also being tailed by Heather Lightly, the journalist we were introduced to earlier. She's still hoping for that big story. Chapter 4 is important because it introduces us to another main character and takes the story from Scotland to that corner of South Cambridgeshire where I grew up. The village of Great Chisel, with its narrow lanes, sweeping hills, orchards and chalk pits, called Barnsdale in the story. The chapter ends with a big reveal and sets us off on the adventure proper. Chapter 4 was really fun to write because it really allowed my imagination to run riot, and after a lot of scribblings and theories, I was able to settle on the means by which the Doctor could have escaped from the explosion. I won't say any more for now. A particular scene in chapter 4, which uses a wind turbine as the main prop, drew a comment from one reader that was, although you see these wind turbines everywhere, it had never occurred to them that the scenario I wrote might be possible. Well, thank you for that feedback, and I'm glad you're enjoying the novel. Of course, I've no idea if it is possible to use a wind turbine in such a manner, but it seemed plausible enough and believable enough, and that's why I wrote it. And remember, if you've got a question or comment you'd like to share, then get in touch via my website, priceworldnovel.co.uk, or leave a comment below. Who knows, you might get your question answered live on air too. Well, that's our time up for this week. Next week I'm back in Great Chisel, so there'll be a fortnight's gap until we discuss episode 5 of Price World, entitled Space Virgin. I'll leave your imaginations to work on that title. In the meantime, thank you for watching and sharing the journey of my debut novel, an action-adventure story that's set in the present day. I'm very grateful to all of you who have purchased my book so far, either on ebook or paperback from my Amazon shop. You can search Amazon UK for Jonathan C. Crouch to find it. It's free if you have Kindle Unlimited, and there are several chapters you can also read for free before buying. There are also direct purchase links on my website. That's priceworldnovel.co.uk. Please leave your favourable feedback and 5-star ratings. It really helps boost my search position on Amazon and hopefully brings my debut novel to a wider audience. Feedback like this latest one that was just left on Amazon. 5 out of 5 stars. The reviewers entitled it a great debut novel, and it was reviewed on the 30th of September. Here's what the reader had to say. I always have reservations when it comes to a new author, but I have to say this hooked me from the start. A lot of twists and turns, and by the end of it, I was wishing the sequel was already out. With supporting material on YouTube and social media, this is clearly a savvy author to keep an eye on. Well, thank you very much for that fantastic feedback. I'm really honoured to receive that, and I can't thank you enough. Well, that really is all we've got time for this week. So it just remains for me to say bye for now, and remember, keep writing. Bye.